everybody, what is going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another video, and today we have another challenge video. We have Rod right here.
I'm here.
The fan favorite. Everybody loves this guy.
Hashtag Team Rodney.
Today we have another challenge video, and this one is a doozy. The basic premise for this challenge is building a lure. What I did is I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of random items, and we're each going to have 20 minutes to make a functioning lure with these items, and then we're going to have to go to a pond, and the first person to catch a fish will take home the prize.
Species specific a bass.
Exactly,
right?
You have to catch a bass.
Should be it, because I'm not catching a bluegill with what I made, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he made something really weird. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump over to the build table and get this build underway. Alrighty guys, so the things we're going to be making lures out of are some gold tinsel, some darts right here, some cheap plastic flowers, a nice spatula, a shoelace, and a rubber shark. The rules are simple. You can use any part of any of these items to create a finished lure.
We're gonna go big or go home, really. That's what's gonna be going down. Of course I'm going with the shark. It looks live, feels live, and stretchable. So, durable, it looks real. And I think I'm gonna go top water with this, so I'm gonna need some foam darts. Just a disclaimer, this is the glue, so just don't freak out. Just got home from work. But anyway, this is what I'm gonna do, so I gotta have to hack this thing apart and make a top water. Brendan off camera thinks it's a bad idea.
No, I'm saying you should you shouldn't use a whole shark as a top water, like cut it in half.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Alright Rod, your 20 minutes starts now.
Okay, so first things first, little leche. We're gutting it. That thing's tough, man. Oh, in case you ever wonder what's inside these things, it's just beads. We don't need that much fin going on there. We don't need this fin or this fin. We need the primary. We all know top fin ain't gonna do nothing, so that's our primary shark.
I know.
So right now I'm just trying to get this wire through.
What's the use of the wire?
So that I can hook a hook up to it. I'm probably only just going to go one hook, so my hookup ratio is going to be junk. So we have gutted the shark. We are running a hook or wire through it at this point. Do I keep the face, folks? Preferably I'd like it to sit like that. And then as I jerk it, maybe have some plugging action. So I think what we'll do is we'll cut around the face here. That's fever dreamish. We may take the tail off, but we're gonna sit it in the water like this and have our eye come out like this and hopefully get a plugging action, because there's no way this thing's gonna be able to walk like a normal bait. But man, farmers are cutting stuff today. They're picking corn. Harvest time for all you farmers out there. For silage, is that what that is, a silage, I think?
Probably, yeah, it sounds like it's probably silage.
We're trimming his face up a little bit. Now forget the face. We're just taking the whole thing off. Okay, we need a counterweight. Am I allowed to grab a rock?
You're gonna want a pretty small rock, at least just sink it.
Just relax.
Take a small rock, put in the tail.
We got ourselves a small sandstone rock. We're just gonna insert in the back. And then we're gonna insert our foamables into the gutatory region. So if you're ever doing this at home, you know, preferably you wanna use a Nerf knockoff dart. And we're gonna start the stitching process. So when stitching a shark, you want to make.
Wait, how many darts you put? You put 2 darts in there?
I put 2 darts in there.
Okay.
That's going to be ample floating. It's going to float. I think it's going to float.
So you're basically stitching your shark shut now with wire.
Yes, because it's durable and stretchable. Remember?
Yeah, but okay, well.
Bass love it when they bite. They like to feel
like that metal.
a poke back.
Oh, they like to get poked.
This is like a fin. We are gonna do a slice down the tail. Try to make somewhat of a teaser for the bass. We are also just gonna slice this up. Remove some of that tail out of it. And just do a slip and slice.
Yeah, so we have one rule in the challenge. We don't have to worry about attaching hooks. As long as we make ties for where the hooks can go, we can do that after the fact.
Okay guys, this is what I have created. We call it Frankenshark. Because that's what it looks like. It's very rough. Ideally I want the bait to sit somewhere like that in the water. I've got these hanging down, which aren't really hanging down too great, but they're supposed to be. I got a hook on there. Predictions, it's probably going to sink or do this, or I don't know. But I got a hook on there. Got a eye to tie my line onto. One thing I am worried about is if I do hook a fish and it does decide to try to throw the hook, there's a lot of mass that it could have a lot of leverage on this. So.
Alrighty guys, my brother made this interesting bait and it is now my turn. I have 20 minutes to create a lure, and honestly, I had an idea of what I was going to make, but now I'm really questioning it. I'm thinking about making a spinnerbait because I got some wire. I can use this as a skirt. I have a jig head here I can work with, but I could play it really safe and just make a spoon out of this spatula. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, but we're going to go ahead and start the time. Alright guys, I got a plan. I'm going to try and make this spinnerbait real quick, and if it doesn't work, I'm just going to, you know, go with a simple jig, or I can at least use a spatula to make a spoon. But the first thing a spinnerbait needs is a blade, and oh my goodness, this is some tough metal. But we should be able to make something out of it. Whew, that is some tough metal right there, but the tin snip handled it well. Let's see what this is made of here. This plant got a little kind of frilly thing going on here. I got some wire. I mean, I could make, you know, like a buzzbait out of this pretty easily. Not a buzzbait, excuse me, a spinnerbait. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm just kind of messing around and seeing what works. So far, I got this, and I think I'm gonna make a spinnerbait. I got, you know, a jig head down here, and I can put the blade up here. But the next thing I gotta do is strip all this plastic off from this stupid flower thing. I'm trying to make this jig head doesn't swivel around too much. Because if it swivels around somewhat, it might not be a good. So I just broke my jig head, which is terrible. Now we're in trouble. I just broke the jig head, and the bait that I'm working on, everything's falling apart. This is awesome. Rodney loves it. He's behind the camera. Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna go with. Okay, come with me. We're going. Open domain. Let's go.
Where are we going?
I gotta get a jig head. Okay, so back in the studio, guys, real quick. Get some lights on here. I need a treble hook. All right, got that. Let's go.
Be the death of me yet. Gotta kill the lights, folks.
All right, so the whole spinnerbait idea totally went to pot. I broke the jig head I was trying to use, and it just wasn't really working out. So I ran and got a treble hook, and I'm going to make a spoon with a feathered treble hook. So for the feathered treble hook, we'll use some of these. Don't rip as well as I thought they would. Let's cut these off here. This flower, these will make some nice little, you know, kind of a teaser trailer. I don't know why I'm wrapping this with wire. I should have got some thread, but I didn't. All right, so there we go. That's our kind of our feathered.
Are you bringing back the stash?
That looks terrible. All right, guys. So traditionally with a spoon, you have a hole in the front and a hole in the back in order to attach, you know, your hooks and everything. But I don't have a drill. There's no way of punching through this metal. The best idea I'm coming up with is to take this piece of wire with my line tie on it, and where I'm going to attach my hook, and just wrap it with other wire to try to hold it on there. It's a terrible idea, and it's going to make my bait look even worse, but I kind of have to roll with it. I can kind of put that right there, and then I'm going to continue to wrap that, trying to hold it in place. And this looks like trash, guys. This looks so janky, but it might work. I hope that holds. Okay, so now I officially got a piece of metal covered in wire, but I got my little you know, tie right here, and I have a place to attach my hook, which I will do right now. This way.
Looks like something you'd catch like lake trout with, like 80 foot down.
I don't even know if lake trout would want to bite this thing.
It looks like a hula skirt.
It looks so dumb, dude. And we're done, guys. There's the finished product right there. This is like gotta be the worst looking lure I've ever made. Look at the line tie. The line tie can do that. That's really awesome. Alright guys, so this is my finished lure. As you can see, I just went for a classic spoon with a feathered, or I should say pedaled, treble hook on the back. I really didn't want to go this route. I knew it was possible to make a spoon. We had all the stuff there, but I really wanted to try and push myself and try to make something crazy. I did try to make something crazy. I tried to make the spinnerbait, but things started breaking and I realized that this just wasn't going to be feasible in 20 minutes with the tools and the supplies I had. So I ended up making this really weird kind of Franken spoon right here. I would say, you know, given enough time, I probably will be able to catch a fish on this. The only thing I'm worried about is, you know, the way I hooked it on. It's basically just wire wrapped around a piece of metal. So I'm not sure how durable it is going to be, but I'm really excited to get down to the lake and see if I can catch a fish on it before Rodney does. Alrighty guys, as you see, we both have our fishing lures right here. We're gonna head down to the pond, and the basic premise for who wins this challenge is the first person to catch a bass. So we're gonna strap on some GoPros.
What do we win?
There's
nothing.
You just win. You just win. You want to win something?
No.
They don't ask stupid questions.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said, we're gonna strap on some GoPros and we're gonna go down and get this challenge underway.
Let's do it.
Just on your mark, get set. The challenge starts now.
Okay, don't be spooking my bass.
Good luck, Rod.
Okay, casting this thing is a definite concern. I'm afraid it's gonna fall apart. Okay. It hits the water nicely. Look at this, folks. Look at, okay, it's kind of sinking. But you know what? It is got the potential. I'm not sure I want to actually stop it. Okay.
Alrighty guys, so the challenge is officially started. Got my spoon right here and we're gonna throw it and see if we can't catch a fish.
Oh, there was a big one chasing it, guys. Okay, so there's fish that are interested in it. But the problem, my hook keeps yanking up in this stupid thing. We're gonna do that. That'll help fix that problem. And the fact that this thing is living. Massive. I'm trying to cast it as light as I can. I keep seeing these fish chase it, but none of them are committing to it. It's just, you got to fish until you find the one that's active and that's just gonna not worry about the circumstances and just blow up on this thing. It's huge. That's really what the fish we're looking for today is something that's, I think I'm just gonna have to work it quick. And I mean, even if it's subsurface, just got to keep moving it. I think that's the only way I'm going to get a fish with it. Stop it, twitch it, everything. Oh, I lost it. I lost him. Oh, my line broke. For any longer than what it should have been. Nice.
Caught his lure.
Okay, I'm curious.
You're welcome.
It broke.
Look at your hook though.
That's a problem there. When I set the hook is buried up into the lure itself.
Rodney's really putting the pressure on. He just had a massive fish hit his bait. I gotta get something happening. What I'm thinking I'll do is fish this spoon on top of the water like a topwater. Fish are starting to get active. Oh, it was a hit. Someone looked at it. Had one swirl on it right there. Nice thing about this bait is that I can fish it real fast and then I can just kill it. Oh, had him. Got him.
Huh, there was a bluegill chasing it. That's interesting. I don't know if this works with bass or not, but they do it in muskie all the time, so.
Alright guys, so one thing I'm noticing with this bait is that I can fish it on the surface like a topwater. As long as I keep it moving, it kind of wakes under the surface and creates a little bit of disturbance. So I think that's my game plan right now, is to fish this bait like a topwater on the surface. It doesn't really work like a spoon that well, and hopefully we can get something to crack it.
Why not? Oh, folks, no, oh no, oh no, I can't believe it. No, my drag wasn't tight, because I loosened it. Oh, he might get on it again, he might get on it again, he might get on it again.
Oh, shoot, missed him. There's a fish right there on it, right there in front of me. He blew up on it and missed it. Cannot believe this. I've missed so many fish with this stupid bait.
That was... Put that out there. Maybe this is the cast. Maybe this is the cast. Oh my goodness, I'm on. Oh, don't throw it. Yes. Yes. Victory is mine. And it just popped out.
Well, Rodney went ahead and did it.
I did it.
The
That's
shark.
my third blow up of the day.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I was getting blow-ups. I just couldn't hook anything.
I had to let him eat it. It was luck.
He was gnawing.
Oh, that's awesome. A little 1 pounder for the win, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the size comparison of the bait compared to the fish. It's a good, it's half for sure. Okay, buddy, you go and get yourself a big old fat meal, because you rock.
Well, guys, I have been beaten by a plastic shark. I don't know what to say about that.
I feel like I can catch another one.
I feel defeated.
I feel like this cast can catch another one.
I had so many blow-ups on my spoon. I had probably 3 or 4 fish hit my spoon. I just could not hook anything. It's terrible. All right, Rod, I want you to really quickly break down how you're fishing your bait and how you caught them fish.
Okay, so what was going on with my bait is, this is what's going on. As I cast it, it pulls the hook deep into the bowels of the shark. So I have to cast it super softly, and it still doesn't work. So you'll see me casting like this. I'll be like that, super high in the air. And then what I notice is I can't really stop the bait like I normally would want to, because it's just, if a fish gets too much time to look at it, they realize it's just a stupid plastic shark. So my key was I would fish it like this. Really aggressive. I'd fish it super, super aggressive until I got in near a weed edge, and then I'd stop it, and then I'd twitch it. And hopefully that would get a hit. But out here, he just munched it while I was doing a super aggressive retrieve.
Well, guys, I have been defeated, but nevertheless, I want to kind of break down how I was fishing my spoon and how I missed like 3 or 4 fish. The first thing I noticed when I got the spoon in the water is that it tended to want to ride on the surface like this. As long as you fish it like that, the fish don't have a lot of time to examine it, so they just kind of strike out of instinct. And speaking of strikes, I got probably 2 or 3 blow-ups on this thing, and they, for some reason, they just were not hooking up. I don't know if they were just, you know, striking the bait up here and they weren't striking the little feathered tail. I have no idea, but good on Rod for beating me. It's very impressive that he caught a fish with a plastic shark. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure Rodney would be willing to participate in another challenge like this. They're a lot of fun. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber to be notified when I drop new videos. I try to do one every single week. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, stay hooked. I'll see you later.